2 strokes.
Watching the Masters made me want to just go golf immediately.
Oh, yeah. Exactly.
It is such a relax, and I think that's a part of the allure of the Masters. The Masters nap is a real thing, and Nance's voice is just so calming. And
Birds.
Vern Lundquist gets in there, and he's got a little
So
bit of
good.
a smooth stroke there with his voice. It's just everything about it was just like, man, this is awesome television. You're not going to see anything else like that, by the way.
No.
Where the world is captivated strictly by how relaxed and calm everything is. Now, granted, you throw a legend in the mix like Tiger was, who has, by the way, I don't know if anybody else in golf could have done what Tiger has done to the fashion of golf. He walks into that golf club that is very hard to get into without a collar, with fucking T-shirt on. He had
It's a mock turtle.
well, the first one wasn't. I don't even think there was a mock turtle. It seemed just to be a T-shirt that was just kind of athletic fit. And then on Sunday, he goes with the mock turtleneck. I'm like thanking Tiger strictly for his fashion thing, but also him coming back and doing what he did was just a thing of beauty. I mean, you're talking about Francesco Molinari going for a fucking swim, then old Cuzzy Finau, by the way. I like the way he plays.
Tony's
Yeah.
great.
Yeah,
Tony.
He's the man.
He's fun to watch.
I like Tony Finau. I don't think I knew anything about him before this weekend, but I like the way he plays. Very casual, very calm. They look like they're wearing Air Maxes, too.
Yeah.
That whole crew had a bunch of Air Maxes on. There was
Well-
like 6 or 7 of them.
He was so casual and calm last year, if you remember, when he dislocated his ankle celebrating a hole-in-one and then just sat down and just popped it right back in place.
No, I didn't know that was him.
Yeah.
But he goes in to drink, and then all of a sudden, Tiger takes a smart shot. They're like, oh, the old veteran move, aiming for the middle of the fucking green. It's like, I don't know how veteran of a move that is. He just saw 2 people go in the water. I love the Masters, though. This was the first time in my existence that I watched everything from Saturday and Sunday all the way through. And boy, I really enjoyed watching golf there for a bit. I enjoyed it a lot.
My girlfriend and I watched the final round at Sullivan's Steakhouse, and we went on the bar side because no one was in there. We had all the
doing well.
TVs to ourselves. So we're in there watching. Gets down to the 17th hole, I believe, and some lady that had periodically, she would come from the restaurant side to check up on Tiger. Gets up there, and he's getting ready to putt. And she literally looks at her phone and says, oh, there must be a time delay. My cousin just said he hit the shot. He's going in the final hole. And I was like, what the fuck did she just do? You came from that side to ruin my fucking day?
It was electric, like pins and needles almost. I was on the edge of my couch, like, come on, Tiger. Just like feeling it for Tiger Woods. And I had bet on Tiger Woods last year, I think, in every tournament he got in. And then I said, I'm done betting on him. I never said he was done forever. I just was done betting on him. And then all of a sudden you watch him just kind of, he said plodding, which I don't think I particularly know what the fuck that means. He was plodding around the course. He said it a bunch of times in his post interview, plodding around. I don't know what that means. But watching him make decisions there on hole 18 in particular, where he laid up like twice almost,
Yes.
I'm like, yo, Tiger, come the fuck on. Because that tapping he had at the end, I'm like, oh, no.
Could've.
Don't do this. Do not miss this tap in right now. Because then he goes to overtime. I assume he would lose then. But I feel like he had it all under control. That moment with his son was obviously awesome. His daughter, his girlfriend getting some FaceTime, by the way.
Good for her.
There was a couple times there, though, where they were obviously cropping her out of the shot.
Yes.
The girlfriend. They had the daughter.
The mom.
The mom.
It was a heavy zoom in for
the
sure.
son, and it just was perfectly cropped out at the girlfriend. It's like, all right, we're gonna need this for later if they break up. So let's make sure we get a shot. Let's make sure we get a shot of just the family there, and we'll add her in. Then we get the family. Then we add her. Then we get the family. You got a director back there, like, we don't know if Tiger's gonna be in this bitch. Make sure she's not in there the whole time. I thought it was just a really good moment for golf.
Did we find out who paid the cop to take him out?
That
Yeah.
was-
By the way, what was that all about?
In my mind, I studied the tape. We talked about it on Friday a little bit. He had slipped earlier.
Yeah, he already had knee. His knee was already wet.
And he was just playing catch up because he didn't want Tiger to get engulfed by
For
the
those
crowd.
of you that don't know, on Friday, Tiger was walking, and everywhere Tiger goes, he sells out golf courses, by the way. There's people that sell out stadiums. There's people that sell out arenas. Tiger Woods sells out golf courses. So you just got herds and flocks of people trying to touch him, be around him. And I would assume security is at an all-time high. Like, okay, here's our fucking golden boy, literally. Here is our golden goose for everything. They said that sales were up 66% or something in the PGA thing because of the red mock turtleneck Amex, everything like that. Money just goes through the roof. An old buddy, security guy, comes flying. There's nobody even around Tiger. Just super cop.
It's another cop around him.
Yeah,
too.
the other comes to protect him, does a soccer slide, like one knee back, and clips Tiger Woods' right ankle. And Tiger, like, kind of looks like a wounded animal as he's skipping out of it.
ACL, basically.
And everybody is wondering, like, who the fuck is this guy? But the question I had immediately was, his knee was already wet. This was not this guy's first time on the ground. And if you're a security guard at Augusta, I don't know what type of things you have to pass. That guy had to have a great career before that day, and then he had the worst day of his fucking life.
He was wearing his grass cutting boots, and you could tell it. And there was a little dew, there was a little water on the greens, and then he's just not used to running with those boots on in slippery conditions.
He was slick.
I'm assuming at Augusta it's different, but most golf tournaments, those are just volunteers.
Now, Augusta, there's no way you just have volunteers wearing the yellow shirt. They're not just having yellow shirts.
It's the Masters. Like, come on.
You were talking about betting Tiger. Nick and I had pretty decent bets on Franco Molinari to win. It didn't matter. Of
course.
Like, I wanted Tiger
I had
to win.
Kupka.
I will say this. Francesco Molinari, people are saying he choked. I think he got very unlucky. Very, very unlucky. He hit that one pine cone that dropped him in the water again. He is a precision golfer.
Yes.
That guy is very impressive watching him. The thing that I love the most, though, is when Tiger finally took the lead.
Yeah.
Then he almost hits a fucking hole-in-one immediately
Yeah.
afterwards.
Man.
What a feeling that had to be on the box.
With Phelps right behind him.
Yeah, what a feeling. Yeah, fucking over his shoulder. Phelps, you couldn't see that? Guys, zoom in. Phelps, by the way, he's one of us.
Yes.
Yeah.
Greatest Olympian of all time. One of us, just hanging out, probably had a beer, overlooking Tiger's shoulder. But as soon as Tiger takes the lead, instead of being scared, like you would tell most other golfers would be, they'd be scared of the moment. No, he almost hits a fucking hole-in-one. And it was at that moment I was like, here we go. Here we go. This is what happens, because everybody else had to watch that happen too. All the other golfers had to listen to it. They had to hear it. And it's like the Tiger effect is a real thing.
Everyone else who took the lead on the back nine
Shit.
then bogeyed literally the next hole.
Yeah, they shit all over themselves.
Yeah.
It was a real thing. That Patrick Cantley dude came up out of
yeah.
nowhere.
That was wild.
Came out of nowhere. Nobody even knew he existed. Bang, we got a new leader. No, we don't. Bogey, he is back out of this thing. It was, I
also-
enjoyed watching golf.
I knew Tiger was back too. Me and Evan were talking about this earlier. So typically, like after he does that on 16, gets that birdie, takes the lead on 17, he'll fucking shoot one into the
Way right.
opposite fairway.
Yeah.
He piped both those fucking drives down the center, and before
Well, he took out a 3-wood too, I think.
yeah, he did on 18, but on 17, he absolutely just hammered it, and 100 yards away, he's already walking towards it, knows it's perfect. I was like, all right, it's in the bag, it's done.
The thought of that 18, though, I don't know if it was him and his caddy or not, but there had to be a moment where he either was talking to himself like, all right, Tiger, listen, you don't have to be like old Tiger. You're a new Tiger now, you know? And what did Tiger decide whenever Tiger was in remission and when Tiger wasn't a good golfing Tiger? If we get a chance to win, we just take the win. We don't need to bury anybody. We just need to take the win. A fifth green jacket here, Tiger? Fuck yeah, we can lay up. Give me that 3-wood. Yeah. And then his caddy was probably like, are you sure you want a 3-wood? Yeah, give me that fucking 3-wood. What are they going to do? Judge me out here? Looked around probably as he held up the 3-wood, looked at everybody going like, oh, he's not taking out the driver. Yeah, you're fucking right. I'm going to bogey this hole and I'm going to win the Masters right now. That was a cool thing to just watch Tiger set aside any pride that he might have had. You know what I mean? Because Tiger, I would assume that's a very difficult decision for him to do. You watch Tin Cup. I mean, you might as well judge every single human that lays up after watching Tin Cup. Tiger is known to be a killer. Like that's what the red is. You know what I mean? We're power day. We're going to kill. And he decided to lay up and take the dub. And I was like, you know what? I'm proud of the old Tiger.
Yeah.
I'm proud of the old Tiger for making that mature of a decision. For instance, I'm in that Lake Tahoe thing. It's official that I am 100% in in there.
Nice.
Let's go.
Big news. Had to sign the paperwork. I had to give him my shoe size and my handicap. Don't have one. Made one up.
Nice.
What'd you give yourself?
13. Yeah, I'm about
Oh, yeah, that's
12,
sounds right. That's fair.
12, 13. We'll see how it goes.
You may win this thing. You may win this. Let's go.
12, 13. But if I'm in the lead there and it's coming down to the last hole and I just need a bogey or something, it's going to be hard not to go for a birdie. I'm going to be honest and just fucking bury it home. I'm going to have the Tiger conversation with myself. Like, yo, just take out that fucking, just take out the little hybrid, bub. Just pump. Just go ahead and pump that thing out there in the middle of the fairway.
Yep.
But I'm not going to do it. I'm going to give me that fucking big stick. We're going out exactly how we came in, and I'm probably going to lose. And I'll have to have that Tiger moment with myself.
Well, a lot of times, dudes, like when they do take the gas off on 18, they're like, they'll fuck up.
Right.
Like,
That's
just
it's
because
a whole different style.
correct. Yeah. That's the opposite of what he's been doing all day long.
And he almost did.
Yeah, it was a little right, and he said he had mud on his ball. That's why he laid it up again. But then the easy chip and two putt, Tiger two putts there.
What if Brooks
Koepka makes that birdie. Now we're talking.
Koepka makes that birdie? I would assume Tiger then puts it on the
Yeah,
green
yeah,
and then does
Goes
his
for
thing.
it.
Yeah.
I knew there was something special going on 9. I think it was the 9th green. He made that putt. Well, he didn't make the putt, but he put that putt out there that was like, no joke, probably
Downhill?
a 35, 40
Oh,
foot
the
putt
50
downhill
footer,
that just
yeah.
kept rolling
Yeah,
and
yeah.
then checked up right by the hole.
Yeah, it was awesome to watch. Mike Greenberg of Get Up Now, Mike and Mike, he put a 2-minute diatribe out about how he felt watching Tiger Woods come back. And honestly, I don't think anybody could hit the nail on the head. It was like whenever we were kids, we were watching with our old man, right? We were watching that with Tiger Woods brought my dad into golf, I think, honestly. John Daly and Tiger Woods are the people that brought America into golf. Then it kind of disappeared. This younger generation wasn't the most likable generation of golfers. And now Tiger comes back and leads and wins, and then his kids are there. It's like literally a full circle of just life coming together. And I bet you golf couldn't be more thankful for everything that happened down there at Augusta.
Greatest moment in golf history, I said.
I teared up. Did anyone else tear
Oh,
up?
yeah, yeah.
I
It's
did
emotional.
big time.
Sure.
I was
Oh,
like,
yeah.
what the fuck is going on?
Yeah, I very much question myself. I never met the guy.
It was hard not to.
I know,
though.
right?
Never met the guy.
I know.
And then you think of the kids, right? You think of obviously the
Yeah,
mom.
yeah.
And you think of the whole situation whenever you see that. But instead it's like, this is awesome for Tiger,
Yes.
man. The greatest athlete at a time of all time. He was the most dominant athlete on planet Earth for a long time.
a
Highest
long
paid as
time.
well, right?
Hell of a fall from grace. Hell of a fall from grace. Both publicly, physically, mentally,
Yep.
everything goes all the way down to the bottom. And then watching him come back up right there at Augusta. I mean, that's because he led, 2 years ago? He led it in Augusta?
There was a few years
Yeah.
ago
Sure.
when he put it off of.
Did you say, yeah, sure?
No, he had to share the lead on Saturday.
I think like 2 years ago.
Yeah.
And that was whenever we all kind of got back into it. We're like, here we go, he's back. And then that's where obviously you saw that video from scratch where Tiger Woods is watching everybody talk shit about him. And then that little smile that he had, I was like, oh man, that's how those guys operate, by the way. You give them just a little glimmer of a chip to put on their shoulder. It's just like, here we go. Everybody can eat shit. And also, he's got $1 billion still.
Yeah.
And he's got greens and fairways in his backyard.
For sure.
You just run those clips of people talking shit to him in his backyard over the speakers. I'm sure he's getting in some extra reps. Get that flat stick hot again. What if this is the time where Tiger just goes and wins 45 more fucking
I hope
tournaments?
so.
Very
Why not?
possible.
It'd be good for golf.
Oh, yeah.
It'd be good for golf if that happens.
I was very surprised to see the stat yesterday that was his first major that he's won when trailing on Sunday.
Yeah.
That was very,
was
very
interesting.
surprising to me.
because he's whenever he gets in a lead, he just never gives it up.
dominant.
Correct.
Over.
Yeah. But like the fact that he had never come from behind, being as dominant as he was ever, was very, very surprising to me.
I've always said this, that professional golfers lack the competitive gene, right? That's why Tiger Woods came in and dominated, because he was the first one who had like the professional athlete competitive gene. Because they're always handshaking afterwards, like, oh, great game. I missed that 6-inch putt, which cost me $1.5 million. But I'm not going to swear or show any emotion because, it's just golf, whatever. Tiger came in and he had that athletic competitive gene where it was like, fuck you. If it's not you, it's, you know what I mean? He had that killer instinct. And you kind of watched that play out on Sunday where everybody just knew they were a part of the Tiger story. It almost felt like Francesco Molinari knew that he was just a part of a day that was about to happen. Brooks Koepka, Tony Finau. It was almost like everybody was happy for him. Where if I'm the young stud, by the way, I don't know if I'm a golfer and I am a young G and this old guy comes in and does his thing. Like, I think I'm taking that personal. Like, no, this isn't your fucking golf course anymore. You know what I mean? But you don't see that out of any of the young golfers because Tiger's that much of an animal. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Tiger there, everybody was happy for him. Everybody shakes his hand. Tiger is an animal. Zito just did a good call there. Thanks, Zito, for that. But you didn't feel any of that from any of the younger people. It was like, no, like, it's not your time anymore.
He's also like every one of those guys' idols.
Yes.
Every single one of them looks up to that guy. So it's probably difficult in their mind to get that type of
And think about it, Nick.
anger,
Think
angst.
about it.
How many of those kids, and I call them kids, that are in that thing would not be playing golf if it wasn't for Tiger Woods?
Probably a lot of them.
They're watching them on
Oh,
Saturday 10 years ago, 15 years ago. They're
No,
like,
no, that's the country club kid. Like Foxy, these kids grow up in a golf club. I would assume Tiger's face is plastered everywhere.
Everywhere. He's the guy.
He is.
He's why you play golf. No one else made golf cool. Like John Daly is literally the only other guy that made golf cool.
That's legit too.
Yeah.
I can't think of anyone else.
But I don't know. I wish I would have saw a little bit more fight though.
To your point, though, like they were interviewing Koepka right after he was done, and that's what like he was saying, like, oh, I think this is the first of a couple he's gonna get here eventually. Like they're already talking about him winning majors down the road, as opposed to being like, hey, I want to go after this guy and go for his throat.
Well, that's the difference, I guess, between the gentleman's game and the games that I play.
Correct.
yeah, right.
You know what I mean? And that's probably why I would never. I did think, and this is me being just the biggest asshole walking this planet. I was watching that Patrick Cantley kid play and some other kids play. And I was like, I'd focus on golf for 6-7 months. I could beat these. 6-7 months. And there's a golf course right next to my house. I almost drove over there and set up fucking like instructions. Like, I need a coach. I need 6-7 months in the morning. Just you and me figure this thing out. Teach me how to putt. We got these bums like Patrick Cantley leading at the fucking thing. That guy looks like he couldn't lift a soap off of it. That kid looked like he couldn't lift a pencil. That was literally one of my first thoughts. And I was like, years and years and years of practice for these guys.